option. Look at you. He fixed it.
Maybe. Can everybody hear us? Are we here? Are we live? Are we going? Oh, we have things going on.
Shelly said, "Want to use my Starlink?"
Mm.
This time it might have been user error.
No, I'm still working it. Can y'all hear us? Yes, we can hear you. Perfect. All right.
You still don't see us, though?
Rhonda can hear, don't see. All right, hold on. Let's try one more thing. We have to come right back. Hold on. Now can everybody hear? See us? Anything? Yes, no.
Tyler, that was just rude.
Fine with radio version. Can everybody see and hear us? Got it now. Brian says, got it now. Does that mean you can see and hear both? Yes, yes.
It means they just got over the urge to see us and they just want to talk.
Yes, we can. We see you. Can you hear us? Yes. Yes. Good. All right. Here we go. We're live. We're good. Today was a travel day again, so we just walked in the door and threw this up. So had to find out which internet was going to work better to get us going. So sorry, guys. We stayed
5 minutes late. You're going to have to work 5 minutes late today.
We stayed where we were a little bit longer than we should have, and we rushed to get here to come live to all you guys. So welcome, everybody. Today is another episode of Wind Down Wednesday, brought to you by SUMNER's CREST Winery.
SUMNER CREST
I said
Winery.
SUMNER CREST Winery.
I'm not drinking this tonight because it's frigid where we are, so I have a cup of hot cocoa. But this is a new one that I got when we were in Tennessee. That's Pioneer Blush, and it's watermelon. So we'll see.
So we're going to put a plug in for Tiffany for her winery there. Make sure if you guys are Harvest Host members and you're on 65 headed in Tennessee,
north or south,
towards Nashville area,
or away from Nashville towards Kentucky,
make sure you guys stop by and tell her we said hey and grab a bottle of that wine. I mean, make sure nobody's saying anything to us.
And you can also check her out online. So they do ship. There's different laws, different ABC laws in different states. So I know she can't ship to every state, but she can ship to some. So it might be worth a check if you want to check out her wine, but you don't live nearby.
So we traveled from the snow, and let's talk about that real quick. We're full-time RVers now for 3 years, and we still camp in snow and heat. So somebody, my travel partner, my navigator,
this girl never chooses snow, and anybody that knows me knows
she is putting us in the cold weather.
It was not my intention.
Tonight it's supposed to get down to 21, whichever way you guys got to see that. 21.
Ohio is where we are tonight, and it's cold. It's already cold. It's not even 21. It's not even 8:30 yet, so it's going to be okay, though.
So we see Joanne Schreiber on here. Joanne, I got some answers for you tonight. So I even did some digging on the road to get you some of the answers that you needed because I didn't know the answers. So that's the one good thing about it when you email us some questions ahead of time, preferably better than an hour or so before the live would be nice. That way I can find out some of the answers. So
did you read them all?
I read them all, and I got answers for most of them. So we'll get to some of those in a few minutes. Let's talk about our campouts and caravans and crawls and all that stuff real quick.
So let's talk about Endless since it's coming up really soon. I mean, I guess not really soon. A month and a half, 2 months.
It's the first one starting the camping season.
But so this year it's going to be a little different at Endless. We're going to do the same things we've always done. Like we're going to do cornhole and Farkle and trivia and all the things. We're going to line them up a little differently. And Saturday, The local fire department is going to come. They're going to do their pass the boot to raise money for the local fire department. I won't try to tell you the piece of equipment that they're trying to raise money for because I don't remember what it was called. But there is some new piece of equipment they're trying to
It's
raise
to help
money
with the
for.
brush and stuff. So, Brian, if you know what it is, or any firefighters out there, it's like a brush truck type of thing. I believe it gets them out to the brush farther too.
So,
because Endless Caverns is in the woods and they can't get the big trucks to everywhere.
right. So they are going to come. They're going to spend the afternoon, the morning, late morning and afternoon with us there. 10, 1, and 3. I posted today on Facebook in that group. They're going to do RV fire safety. So, if you're not sure how to use your fire extinguisher, or if it's out of date and you don't know how to tell that, or if you think you don't have enough smoke detectors, or what's the safest way to get in and out, like they'll just go over all the things, right? So they're going to do courses down at the pavilion. 10, 1, and 3. I think I said that wrong a minute ago. 10, 1, and 3. So that if you wanted to go do something in the morning and you wouldn't be there, you can do it in the afternoon. But they're not charging us to come do that. It's a volunteer thing. And in return, we are going to try to raise as much money for their cause as we can. We also will have a special guest Saturday night. We're going to have some live music, and we're pretty excited about that. So
that's been a work in progress. So we really hope you guys enjoy it when she gets there. It's been
an effort, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're going to get her there. Her name is Kate Watson. So if you want to check her out, she is an up and coming country singer, and we just love her. So she and her band will be there performing Saturday night.
She just put out her new song a couple weeks ago, which is pretty good. And it's like
called My Crowd, My People.
So it's kind of like just what we do here, our crowd and our people. So,
but yeah. And then of course we'll have the food truck like we normally have on Saturday. We're just going to have to rearrange like the Farkle, cornhole, that kind of thing. Since we are starting earlier in the week, it gives us more opportunity to do that and make Saturday just kind of a fun, tour the caverns, go sightseeing, fire department, band, food truck.
So don't forget,
I'm sure they'll be playing cornhole.
There is other campouts going on. We have the one out in Yellowstone. We have the one in South Dakota.
You almost said South Bend, didn't you?
No, South Dakota. And we have the one in Pigeon Forge. So now camping season is up and going. We're actually going camping this week, which is weird. So we'll set up chairs out in
a campground.
Yeah, we're camping
with other people.
Camping season is here, so it's time to start scheduling your camp outs if you guys want them. Don't forget those. They're all online if you guys need them. And we just opened up our final camp out of the season, which is
very spur of the moment, but it just kind of happened.
Which is in Sugarloaf. So we already have 10 RVs coming to Sugarloaf Key for Thanksgiving, which is the week of Thanksgiving. If you come the week of Thanksgiving, they're offering the same discount for you guys for the week before Thanksgiving. So as of now, So as of now, we have 10 spots filled up. So we made our quota.
But if there's anybody else
wants to come, let us know.
There are still sites. So you have to be there the week of Thanksgiving. You can add on before or after if you want to. And I don't think we've posted the prices anywhere.
We haven't posted any of that. So we're going to try to get that.
If you're interested, email us and we'll send you the info.
I'm going to try to get Lisa to open that up tomorrow, the next day, on the next 2 travel days on down the road, so we can get that out. Okay. So put it on your calendar. There is another camp out. It's a small one. It's just an impromptu. We're just going to have fun. We'll do a Thanksgiving dinner or whatever it is for Thanksgiving. The rest of it's just everybody going to be on their own and do what they want to do. So,
I know, Shelly, wouldn't it be fun to go to the fire department and hang out?
I'm sure we can do that one of the 5 or 6 days that we're there. So, yeah, so we are boondocking in a parking lot again.
How's Brian's mood? No, yes, it is like in that Miami Valley area. Very different than the real Miami. Or the warm Miami. I guess I shouldn't say the real Miami.
So we'll go over one of the questions real quick.
Hey, Ben Preister. I'm like.
So I'm going to kind of go over this real quick because I don't know if you guys have been watching. We have started our 3rd episode of basically how to buy what kind of RV to pick, all the way to we're going to talk about how to store and cover your RV, winterize it. So it's everything in between, from picking out a Class A, B, C travel trailer, 5th wheel, to the floor plans, to a walkthrough, just in case some people have never been through a walkthrough. Maybe you bought your last camper used, you never did a walkthrough at the RV at the dealership, to where we think the accessories we think must have accessories, and kind of like just accessories that you might want to use while you're out there, to memberships, to all kind of stuff. So everything basically from picking out an RV to storing it at the end of the year. It's 10-part season, 10-part episodes. So if you guys know of anybody that is thinking about buying an RV, getting into the RV community, send that link to them and tell them to start watching these, because we have 7 more to go and then we're done. But that brings me to a question, and this is going to be part of one of those series. She wanted to know, they're getting ready to bring their camper out, and they want to know about de-winterizing and inspections and all that kind of stuff, as far as the de-winterizing, brakes, bearings, tire inspection, roof, sidewall, sealing inspections, and major appliances. The price that you sent me, I asked one of our people, and they said they're very in line with about $409. So he was between $400 and $450, depending on what you're wanting to get done on there. So he said that price is looking good. He said if they need to repack the bearings, his price, your price at $427 for the 2 hours is a little bit higher than he is. That's just because their hourly rate's $160, where the hourly rate you gave me was $170. So
they're in the ballpark.
I have seen 2 other dealerships about $150 to $170 hourly rate to do work on RVs. So he said they're right in that line. So unfortunately, prices are going up for everything. So yes, they're in line with those prices. So yes, they do sound ridiculous. I wish I can go out and make $170 an hour what we do, but it's not happening. So,
and if you're handy, you can do it yourself. But it is always nice to have a professional take a look at it, because I feel like maybe you would overlook, not you personally, not Mike personally, but like myself or Jimmy, like it would be easy to maybe overlook something versus a professional might see maybe a warning sign of something that's getting ready to go wrong, even if it hasn't yet. But that's my 2 cents.
I can pack our own bearings. I've packed our own bearings in our landscaping trailers many, many, many times. The difference is, for us on the road, it's harder for us to do in a campground. I don't want to get dust and dirt inside the bearings and all that kind of stuff. So we just go up to Moride once a year. I just tell them, check my brakes, check my axles, repack the bearings if they need them. I get them done once a year. It's not really recommended. You don't need to get it done once a year.
Well, we put a lot of miles on
if you're just driving your normal weekend warrior type of thing. But for us, we're up to almost 60,000 miles in 2 years on ours. So we've had ours packed a couple times. So when they repack the bearings, they also look at the bearings and make sure there's no score marks on them, make sure they're not blue from heat and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, they're in line with the prices. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff you can do yourself. You can go on the roof. You can check that. You can check your seals. You can do all that stuff yourself if you're handy enough. But for us, it's like washing our truck and our camper. There's only certain places I can even wash ours, because a lot of campgrounds will not allow you to wash. So
sure.
We have to go to certain places and certain friends' houses and certain dealerships to get that done.
And so like George is on here and he does inspections as well. He's a mobile tech. He's a friend of ours and he's a mobile tech, but she's in Wisconsin, George. So I doubt you're going to want to go all the way to Wisconsin to inspect her rig, but that might be an option too. If you have a good mobile tech that, has a good reputation near you, that might be worth checking into as well. And hey, Ma and Pa on the loose, and Carl Nelson, and you too, George. Everybody just chiming in.
All right, so if everybody can start sharing these campouts, we need to fill these campouts up. We're starting to get a lot of sponsors and partners, more things getting in there. We're trying to show that our partners and our sponsors that we can fill these things up with you guys. They want to do things with us. They want to give us some more value for these, but they don't want to do it if we only have 10, 15 people there. So George, you guys have been doing a great job spreading the word. The Wine Barger's been doing a great word spreading the word. Anytime you guys can spread the word out there for us, that would be great. We're gonna start doing, hopefully I got to talk to 2 or 3 people about them, doing these micro campouts where George, Lisa, Joanne, whoever you guys want to do, you guys, even though we're not there, you guys can use us as our brand or whatever to get these campouts along the way. So in Wisconsin, if you guys going to be somewhere for the weekend and you know a couple people, you can do a Find Us Camping micro camp out, and just get everybody together and do a potluck or something. And then we can FaceTime live or what is it called? We do it every night.
Facebook Live.
No, not Facebook Live.
FaceTime.
FaceTime or whatever. We can come in with you guys. We can talk to everybody there. Our whole thing is we want to build the RV community, but we need your help. And the way we're going to do this is through these campouts. So the more you guys can get them up, the more we get them on the Villagers page. If you guys aren't on the Find Us Camping Villagers page, please go there right now. Sign up, get on there. That is your page. It's not our page. It's your page. I'm trying to get that page super, super big. I'm talking to all the campgrounds. I'm talking to all of our dealerships. I'm talking to our factory reps, everybody. It doesn't matter if you own a Grand Design, a Keystone, a Forest River, a tent.
We're just
Class
trying to get a community page where you can ask questions, you can ask for help, you can recommend campsites, you can recommend like an RV tech or mobile tech or a dealership. You can recommend whatever.
So George, what I'm going to do one Friday coming up very soon, this is for you here, is we're going to like call out anybody that's a partner, a vendor, or whatever it is, somebody that does something with RV World. It could be a campground, it could be a camp store, an RV dealership, an RV tech, one of those. So it's going to be, maybe I'll do it this Friday, so be ready. So this Friday is going to be hey, let's introduce all of our people here. And if you own an RV business or do something with the RV World, George, here's a place to put your name and put your advertising out there. So we're not going to do that all the time. It's just once in a while when we're going to do that kind of stuff. But my goal is I need to get everybody to be engaged in there. So if every day, every other day or so, if you guys can just go on there and just say, hey, it's up to 400 right now. Let's see if we can pull all those people out and get them to talk. If we can get more talking, then Facebook sees it out there.
Everybody on this side page, I guess not everybody knows everybody, but I mean, I'd say a year ago, half of y'all didn't know one another, and now you do. So that's kind of the goal is.
So if anybody wants to do one of the small campouts, let us know. We'll help you guys get it together. We'll advertise it for you guys. We'll promote it for you. But yeah, I would love to see somebody get one of these up somewhere in another campground and just kind of help build this community.
All right. So I saw a name up here. I didn't know when I was scrolling back. Scott Sykes. I think it sounds familiar though. Scott Sykes, if you're still here, where are you from? I'm trying to scroll through and see who's here. George, Shelly, do you remember Shelly from the horse farm? She's Life's RV Adventures. She had the Fusion, the two little white dogs.
I had another question from Joanne. She said, with your series, are you going to go over hooking up a tow vehicle? You've already done this. Keystone taught you how to do that. But yes.
Yeah, but is that something you're going to address?
Yes, it is something you're going to do, because she says that we have the Keystone list with 13 steps. So yes, we are. Travel trailer is going to be kind of hard to do until I can find somebody that has a travel trailer. But yes, we are going to show you guys how we hook it up, how we unhook it. No, Tyler. We had to stop there. I wish I could delete that. We're going to try to show you guys how we hook up RVs, how we do it.
I'm going to steal Chester when we're in.
We are not professionals at this. We just show you guys how we do it, and it's worked for us. So, but yeah, that is going to be something we do. We show you how to hook them up and unhook them.
Hey, Blip, how you loving that new camper? I can't wait to see it. Got all kinds of people in here that have new campers. Shelly's got a new camper.
We have our old camper.
We have the same camper.
We just have the same regular camper. Okay, Shelly, so you're going to help me video this?
Well, she's still down in Florida.
Okay, well, that's only it's still 3 weeks away. I think we have to get to that video. So, so I guess my question is just as you should do it from a woman's perspective. Are you talking women's perspective as you as the driver, or Lisa as helping hook it up? Because I can hook the whole thing up by myself, but it makes it a little bit easier with her there, bringing it up and down while I back in. So we both have our own roles. So
he thinks he can do it by himself.
I did it all weekend. Oh, yeah, I was talking quick now. If you come back around the shore, I can get you a bumper pool. Well, we are going to be back in Gloucester area, Williamsburg area, for the next couple weeks. We're headed down that way right now.
Yeah, we're headed to Camp Cardinal. Yeah, because Shelly's a badass. She does it all by herself. 6 times to lock the 5th wheel pin. There is a learning curve.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you
really
that
is.
you need 100% make sure that pin is in, it's locked down. You do a little tug test, make sure everything is 100% right there before you pull off, because there's some people on this page that has actually seen that camper fall down on the back of a truck. So I guess it's not too.
It's not a good thing. Let's not talk about it.
So it does happen. So make sure that pin
does.
is in. Make sure everything is tight. The good thing about ours, I can look inside and see the jaws around, and when I see it around, I know I'm good. So
I think we will also be in Williamsburg.
yes, wild berries. It definitely happens.
The 1st through like the 7th. Yes. So we'll see y'all there. And the Weinberger is going to be there too. Hitch and hookup instructions if needed. There you go. You can put George on your video.
But George, didn't you have an issue one time hooking up? I can't remember if it was you or not. But yeah, I mean, it's just we hook up and unhook. We're on hook now. We probably hook and unhook 150 times a year, 200 times a year. So
hey, those who glamp together. We might not be too far from you guys actually tonight.
You weren't supposed to tell everybody we're in Ohio.
I just said Ohio. Nobody but them knows where that is. If I say near you, and I'm not even sure. I think they're nearby.
So what else does she have over there while you going?
Keep your jacks about an inch above the ground until you're sure. Yeah.
But who said that?
Shelly.
Shelly. The problem with that, Shelly, like ours, since we have EQ, one of our jacks goes up higher than the other. So if it would fall, it could fall to the side.
Still better to do that than to fall to the back of your truck.
So it is good to do the tug test on there. I don't usually do that, and I probably should, but I look at it pretty close.
They are just the wines now since they have lost all that weight. It's Ray. Ray's losing all that weight, and he doesn't have all that weight to lose. Then he posted a picture the other day on
eating a hamburger.
A hamburger and onion rings. I mean, I had that for dinner, but when I get on the scale, it reflects that. So
another question she said, can anyone recommend a pet temperature gauge if they feel confident when leaving their animal on the trail for a short time? There's a thing, we don't have that anymore because we don't have that.
Daisy has to stay home. And Chester, Tyler won't let me have Chester.
But it's called Waggle.
I
think it is.
It's I think there's I will tell you what I think. I think there's a device that you set up like a camera in the RV, and then there's an app. So from your phone, when you're away, you can look in, and you can also tell the
well, there you go. Everybody's saying Waggle. So I guess Waggle is the thing to have. So with ours, thank goodness, as long as I have internet, I set a parameter on my in command. If the temperature gets to a certain temperature, it will email me and text me, let me know that it's there, and I can look inside and see what's going on. If I don't have power, then I can fire the generator up real quick, get power, turn the ACs back on. So thank goodness we don't have to worry about that part of it right now. So
Dayton. That's where we are.
Don't tell everybody. Unless you bring me breakfast in the morning.
I'm just telling our friends here. I don't think any of them around here. Will you be at Carter's Cove? I don't know where that is, Ben Preister.
Never heard of Carter's Cove.
All right. George says Genie works awesome, and you can talk to your pets through it. Does
your pets talk back?
No, but when they're acting a fool, you can say, shh, stop bark. Camping dogs don't bark.
So I can do that to you.
I'm going to bark. Carter's.
So I never heard of the Genie, but I had heard of the Waggle. A lot of people are using the Waggle, and they've liked it. So Hopefully that answers your question there, Joanne.
Oh no, we're gonna be sorry, Ben. We're gonna be at Thousand Trails.
So, where will you guys be for the eclipse? That's funny you should ask that. We just left Indiana, headed down south to Virginia. Turnaround, we're going with the Weinbergers up to New York. To turn around and come back down to Virginia. So we will be in upstate New
Could do a lot
York.
of zigzag, and we could just stay up north until then. But it's the grandbaby's first birthday this weekend, and it's ridiculously cold up here. Nobody wants to stay up here. It's cold.
So we will be going. We will be going to the upstate New York to the point where we can almost see, almost at the Grand Canyon. Wow, Canada. So we're supposed to be that close to it. So we will see that. So that's where we'll be, boondocking again.
Take Jimmy to the pancake house for breakfast. He don't like pancakes.
I don't eat pancakes, but I do like a Waffle House if there's a Waffle House around here. I did see Cracker Barrel this morning, so we might go to Cracker Barrel.
I mean, I guess that's an option.
New York is currently pretty windy and rainy right now. Yes, Derek, because I'm sure you just left there, so you know what the weather. The
He
weather
might
is
still
pretty
be
good
there.
there.
How long was he there?
Are you still there, Derek? Or are you back in
John
Maryland?
Kinney, there is a Starbucks
Right
directly
next door.
There is we're between a Cabela's and a Kroger, and there's a Starbucks in the Kroger. So no Waffle House, or if there is, I didn't see it on the way in, but definitely a Starbucks. Oh, he's still in
You're
New
still
York.
here. Ugh, nasty. So we're halfway through here. So if everybody right now, real quick, because I can't see the thumbs up because we're using StreamYard now. I got to figure that out. But if you haven't given us a thumbs up real quick, if you can, please hit that thumbs up button so YouTube will like us a little bit more. Where are you going now?
I'm just looking. Oh, I can come take Chester whenever I want. Does that mean he's bad?
He's a boy dog. You don't
He
want
is a boy dog. I had a boy dog. He was not great. I mean, I loved him, but he was a challenge. No smoot. I don't need a couple of puppies. That's a hard no, but just one.
Finally, I got her to say no.
One, not
None.
two.
None.
One. But if I do that, do I get hearts?
No, it doesn't work on here.
It should. Hour away from Dayton Starbucks still here. Yes, Virginia has the Waffle Houses everywhere. Well, except in Williamsburg, you know? Is there one near Chesapeake? Or I guess technically Hayes? Is there a Waffle House down there?
I don't know where all the Waffle Houses are. You tell them, John Kenny. 32 people on here, 23 people, whatever. 22 people, and we only have 12 thumbs up. So Kenny's calling everybody out. So if you're going to if you're there and you haven't thumbs up, give us the thumbs up and at least give us a thumbs up real quick.
New Mexico.
New Mexico where?
George is doing a transport from Gloucester to New Mexico. That's
a good little transport.
It's a heck of
there.
a hump there.
You can have that, buddy. I don't know why I say that. I mean, we drive it all the time.
Is Kathy going with you or just you? That's a long drive by yourself. I hope Kathy and the pups are going too. 22 watching.
Gloucester doesn't have one. Gloucester barely has enough cell phone signal there. What are you talking about, George?
Now, so that's funny. Joni or Mike said the eclipse is going right over their house. I thought that was raising wild berries. I'm like, no, it's not. We could have just camped in their driveway.
Well, now you tell me. Thanks for the invite. That would have been a lot closer to New York.
And yes, Florida does have Waffle Houses too. When we were at the Tampa show, we went to the one right across the street every morning.
Who is a Waffle House junkie? Is there any other junkies out there besides us? We
eat omelets, not waffles. But
I think we've been to almost every Waffle House that's in our trails. And it was funny because we tell this story to the Waffle House people all the time. Waffle House didn't close during COVID.
If you didn't catch COVID during Waffle House, at Waffle House,
that tells you something.
I'm just saying, because
there's
a thumbs up because you just do that.
I did that. Didn't work. Tyler Hopkins never been to a Waffle House.
Oh, dude, we're so going to Waffle House next time we're near y'all.
They get the quickest, easiest breakfast, and they are always the same, no matter where you go, except every once in a while ask for a 4-egg omelet and they'll say,
Some
we
of them
can't make
won't
a
do it.
4-egg omelet.
It's a lie.
It's against corporate policy. So we've asked a lot of managers, and they say the only reason they don't do it
It's because they don't know
they
how.
don't know how to do it. So
Because
now
the skillet is only this big, so when you get 4 eggs in it, it's hard because they just flip it. So if they're not good enough to just flip it, they'll tell you they can't do it. But it's not a corporate policy. They are allowed. They can't do it because they just don't know how. See, we could have just come to Ohio. I got to go home for the grandbaby's birthday, though. First birthday, it's kind of a big deal.
you can't invite me now because you knew we already had plans. I just told you all of my plans, and you say, come over. So that doesn't work. You didn't want us there.
Foster has a pancake house.
No, Gloucester has a lot of that. Williamsburg has a lot of that stuff too.
You know, there's nothing better than a greasy Waffle House.
I think next time we're in Gloucester, George, we're going to do that. We're going to do all-you-can-eat shrimp again over at the Blue Crab.
You mean when you're in Chesapeake at the
Chesapeake.
Thousand Trails?
That's what I'm talking about. Chesapeake,
I know.
Gloucester.
But Camp Cardinal's in Gloucester too, or Hayes. I think it's the same area. We're going to Camp Cardinal, but you're not there. You're still in Florida, right?
So who is camping this weekend? It's the first weekend of spring. So who is going to be in their camper? And I don't mean in your driveway. Who is going out? Who is hooking their camper up, and going somewhere? And let us know where you're going. Where are you? Where will you be this weekend if you're camping?
I'm so amazed all these people have never been to Waffle House.
Hmm.
Because you all don't live in Williamsburg, Dawn. I mean, I know you live in that general area down there, but there's got to be a Waffle House near you. Going camping. Those
There
who
you go.
plan
Let's see how many we got. How many people are going camping this weekend? Were you guys going to just to a state park, or are you guys going to a campground? I know some of you guys like them state parks up here in Ohio. The last time
I don't have a problem with the state
last time we went to a state park in Ohio, we got stuck in the snow. And the park ranger came over and said, sorry, there's nothing I can do for you.
It's a really bad setup they've got here. And the state clears the roads and they clear the parking lot, but they won't clear the roads in the campground. So sorry about your luck. And thank God the Colemans showed up with salt and shovels and we were able to get unstuck.
It wasn't even that bad of
we
it.
camped with them after that at a state park in Ohio. Remember that one? It rained the whole weekend and it was ankle deep water at our site. I don't remember what.
So we've had two bad experiences in an Ohio state park.
Yeah,
but I mean they're nice. It was negative 4. It was negative 4 degrees that
it was
night.
just bad weather. That's all.
It was cold. So
Airbnb, seeing our grandbabies in Ohio.
Everybody's in Ohio. We're all going to be here in Ohio.
Campers in storage until April 15th.
Well, they live in Wisconsin.
It's
cold up in Wisconsin.
Speaking of that, where's Doughboy? Where's our Minnesota guy? Peace River, then Miami. I've never been to either of those. Shelley. Have been to Sunshine Key though. Love it there.
Is that where you were talking about John Bryant? That's where we went and got stuck. She said they closed it for a way. They need to. It's just little tiny hills, but it just got, when you're trying to pull that camper up that hill, I got all the way to the top.
It was just that little down and back up, and it was in the shade. So we got down, and the truck almost crested the hill on the top of the other side, but it wouldn't. So he started sliding back down with the trailer attached. And the ditch was looking really near. It was not good.
So her other
Finley
questions while she's doing that.
We did go to another state park. I can't remember the name of it. It was in Ohio. Remember we went? There was
we went there twice. We've been there twice.
We went to the state park once. We went to that restaurant twice.
Oh, I still went.
So the restaurant, it's like a little brewery in town.
Oh,
we went with the
Colemans.
To get
the pizza.
They had pizza, and it's in an old bank building.
Yes, it was called something bank, I think.
I don't know.
Where are the Colemans?
Jody,
the Colemans
maybe you know.
Here.
I don't know. That's all I got. Oh, there's the Doughboy where you're just like hiding, just being there incognito there. Hey, Bobby Knuckles.
Oh, here's Bobby. Oh, boy. This live is now over.
Friday, George. We arrived Friday.
All right. Another question she had. Thoughts on
I don't think it was Caesars Creek. I'll be Googling while you're looking.
Thoughts on the backup camera and RV. I know it's an us team, but thoughts, yes or no for them? Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you, I've been driving tractor trailers, trucks, trailers, many, many years. I don't use it. I don't consider it always just a backup camera. Most of them call them observation cameras now, so you can see what's going around you. So yes, I use it as Lisa standing back there telling me to back up, back up, back up. But I use it to see those crazy people going around you. So I use it all the time. We used to have the Furion camera. We switched from the Furion to the Halo View, and we probably won't ever go back to the Furion. The Halo View seems like it's a lot more clear. It has a little bit of LEDs around the outside of it, so at night you can kind of see.
The Furion wasn't bad. Like, it worked. It did the job. It lost connection and like just quit working, or one of the cameras would quit working. It was really weird.
And being wireless, with us being 46 foot long, with all that metal between here and there, even the Halo View, every once in a while, it's going like this and it's looking good, and it just stops for a second and then it picks back up. So there will be some lag time on there.
Sure.
On our website, on our link, on our not what is it? The website and Linktree, we have a link to save you a little bit of money on those. Also, if you guys want to get the Halo View. But yes, I highly recommend a backup camera or an observation camera.
Distract you.
No,
Tyler said it's a lane changer camera.
It's ridiculous.
It is absolutely a lane changer.
The way
camera.
people are driving out there now, and it's just, we got passed on the right hand side today, and it's just like they're everywhere. But at least it shows me when somebody's come up beside me, so it gives me a few seconds to see what's going. So I definitely recommend a backup camera.
Okay, Cox's, the Loramie Brewing Company in Fort Loramie. I'm probably not saying that right, but that's the one where it rained. John Bryant is the park that we got stuck in the snow. So,
is there a good camera, a backup camera that has two cameras? I don't know what you're asking me. If you're asking me the backup camera, Halo View, you can put a backup camera in the back. We have a backup camera inside we have one inside the toy hauler, and you can put two on the marker light. So it'll run 4 cameras. So 2 on the sides to see both sides, 1 in our garage and 1 on the back. Some people have actually put the backup cameras on the door itself, because you can carry the panel inside and plug it in. You can still see outside.
Right. So if you could have it inside like a security camera, that if somebody was knocking on your door or you heard something outside, you could just look at the display and see what it was.
So yes, they can hook up more than 4. I'm only running 2. I'm really running 1 right now, because somebody, I won't mention any names, dropped the wire in the wall when we were changing out our camera system, and I haven't got anybody yet that can help me fish this wall to get it to where I need to go. So as of now, we have 1 in the garage that's not doing a thing. It's not even hooked up.
It looks cute though.
Yeah, so I'm not mentioning. So when the kids come, they cover up the camera because they think people can see
It's
them.
not even
It's
attached
not even
to
hooked
anything.
up. There's no wire to it.
But they do it anyway.
So yes, to answer your question, yes, I would definitely have a observation backup rear camera, whatever you want to call it, because I think it does help for safety reasons. And you'll start seeing a lot of trucks now, tractor trailers going down the road. All these people say, I've been driving tractor trailer all my years. I don't need all these cameras. You can start seeing them hanging off their mirrors now, so they can see down the sides. It's safety, guys, for these crazy people out there.
How much is Halo View? Do you remember?
Derek, can you help me out with that?
Autumn just looked it up.
Now there's a new Halo View out. We actually have the box right there. We haven't even set it up yet. It's touchscreen. The one that we used to have had buttons you had to go through. So, but yeah.
It looks like this. Ooh.
So we haven't hooked it up yet, but this is all touchscreen. Everything else should be the same. Dash cam, yes, Shelly, definitely. We even got to the point now where we have dash cams in our work trucks now. Thank God I've had a dash cam for years. I can't tell you how many years, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I've only had to use it one time, and it wasn't me. I was at a stoplight.
It was because we witnessed an accident.
I was at a stoplight, and this lady was coming this way, and a guy came out and T-boned him. And the lady said, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" I said, "No, I didn't see a thing." I said, "But my camera saw whatever it is." But it's so funny. This is what's unbelievable. When it happened.
No, I keep telling you, your memory's not all that.
When it happened, I told Lisa, I said, "This car did this, and this car did that. It spun around and did this, and it did it." Because it happens in a split second, first of all. So when all that stuff happened, I knew who was at fault because we saw what happened. but it didn't happen nowhere near like we thought it did. So when I pulled the tape out,
Not we.
you didn't even see it. When I pulled the disc out and watched this, like, wow, that's unbelievable what really happened right there. It was car A did hit car B, but what happened afterwards was weird. So I'm testing.
George doesn't know what he's doing, but he's offering to help you fish the wire. So George, it goes. I guess you can see me. It comes. The camera's here. It has to go this way and then that way around the corner.
What really needs to happen, and we have the tool, we need to do that. We need to pull the panel, the wall board down and just shove the wire in there. But we've already done all that shiplap down on the bottom and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to volunteer to do it, I'm all for it. But we are testing.
You don't want to.
We are testing a new dash camera right now that's kind of big. It's really, really clear. It's not just your normal Rexings and all that kind of stuff. I've been watching this guy.
He's been talking to this guy at Hershey for 2 years, in Tampa for 2 years.
I finally picked it up.
He finally bought it this year.
So I'm testing it for him right now. I'm seeing how we really like it before I let you guys really, really know.
It's really cool, though. Like. So not just for like our videos and stuff, but it records, but it has a GPS thing in it. So when you play back the footage, like if you were using it for a video or if you were just using it to look back at where you were when you saw something, it has the picture on one side of your computer screen, and on the other side, it has like the location of where you are.
It actually has the map, so you can see it. You're driving, you can see where you are. So
that's kind of cool, because a lot of times we'll look back at stuff and be like this park in Ohio. The only way I found it was because I knew I had a picture from that brewery that we were at. And so I looked it up and found the name. So if it weren't for that, but on all the pictures in the video, it tells you exactly where you are.
So this is why we like our community right here. If anyone's going to be in Northern Florida area in the next 2 or 3 weeks and needs a place to stay, we have a full hookup site on the property in Live Oak. So that's what's awesome. Because he's offering.
And side note, congratulations to Carl and Jenny for getting a new piece of property in Florida.
So it's awesome that our people here are letting people know where they can stay if they need a place to stay. So it's full hookup too. So that's what this RV community is all about. It's not about Jimmy. It's not about Lisa. It's not about Finest Camping. It's about our villagers to offer you guys a place to stay. So thank you, Carl.
Tyler, Jimmy would love to help you install your dash cam.
No, I don't install my dash cam. Hold on. Look, I go like this.
I'll trade you installation for a puppy.
The wife comes with the installation. You can stay over there with the puppy.
I will help you install your dash cam if you need help. I had to do the wires for his just this past week.
Doughboy, yes, it's still in the box. We received this. I don't even know where we got it. Where it sent it to.
It came to the house, and it came like the day before we left. So we just put it in here, and we've been in snow and stupid cold weather ever since.
We've been in meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting to get some of these things going. So we have a lot of plans for you guys coming up soon. We've been working hard to get the community stronger and bigger. So what are you laughing at now? We're not even down there.
Talking about the puppy.
Let's go up here. Let's see what she said.
The installation is super easy, Joanne.
Yeah, it's already super
easy.
It's already
Your Montana's probably pre-wired for it. That's a guess, but I would say
it's probably pre-wired in the back. It's got one plug. You plug it in there. You two screws in. You put it on the dashboard. You plug it in cigarette lighter and Halo View. Correct me if I'm wrong, Derek, but ours was already pre.
We didn't have to program ours.
It was already pre-synced.
It said you did, and I'm reading all the instructions, and we plugged it in, and it worked. So maybe we were lucky, or maybe that's the way it works sometimes. I'm not real sure.
You said that you have a control pad that controls everything. You have a manual method to control the slides if there's an issue with the touchpad. Yes.
Yes. So our touchpad is in command. I don't know if that's what you have or not. But
I don't think they have in command on that.
I can tell you this for in command. I don't know about the other systems. In command, we have the box on the wall that has all the controls. But then in our crawl space, there's a box. I know you can't tell how big that is. I don't know. It's probably 18 inches by a foot wide. And there's a panel. The cover just It's got 2 knobs. It pops off, and inside there, all the little switches are labeled as to what they do. Like everything that thing will do, you can control from in there.
Oh, his is still in the
he
box.
does say in command. Yeah.
Yeah, yours still in the box. Yeah, mine's still in the box too, but it's going to get there. And Shelly said, or Raging Wild Bear says theirs was already paired. So everything is already paired when you buy it. It's done. You just plug it in and you're finished. It doesn't take any time. John Kenny, talk to me later. I'll tell you. I'll let you know about the camera, the dash cam. We have no switches.
There has to be a brain somewhere. I know you have all those crazy storage compartments underneath yours, so I don't know where they would be.
Yeah, but are your switches just a switch on the? You got? How do you open your slides? It's just a switch on the wall.
In command, right? I said, "Do you have in command?" He says, "Yes."
I don't know if they have in command. We have no switches.
And the display froze on us.
Is it? You said yes. It is in command. INCOOMMAND ASA.
Mm-hmm.
Firefly. See, I didn't think they had
Firefly.
Yeah, George, if you know anything about Firefly, they have
that Palomino. Isn't that who makes it? Palomino. I might be telling you a lot.
It's the River Ranch.
That's what it is. River Ranch with
River
all
Ranch.
The storage underneath.
Was running Firefly. So George, if you know anything about that side of it, I don't know all the different brains of all the other different campers. So they're just trying to find a way. A lot of times when it froze up, if our ASA would froze up, we just had
there was a button we could hold down to reset it. I had the Garmin dash cam.
Yeah, well, I had the Garmin, I had the Rexing, I had everything. And the last Rexing I bought was so plastic. It was so light and so junk.
So, George, if you want to post your information, Blip is in Williamsburg a lot. They're in that area down there. So if you want to post your information, he could maybe reach out to you.
We work on commission, George. Everything we send your way, buddy.
Oh, yeah, because she's lost without your in command.
Yeah, that's funny because
Alliance doesn't use in command because they said people don't want it, Shelly. They like having switches and buttons for everything and not having the thing.
Doughboy Ben wants to know
which
Garmin you had and why didn't you like it? But yeah, in command, it's just so nice. I can just use my phone and I can turn everything on and off with it. I can be anywhere as long as my camper has internet, I can turn the air conditioners on, the generator on, all that kind of stuff.
So and a plus for like we're talking about Waggle for the dogs with in command, we could be away from the camper, and if it started getting hot in here, we could remote in with in command and turn the AC on, or if we didn't have power, we could crank our generator and then the AC would come on when we were leaving the dog at home for the day.
All right. She also asked about the Garmin recommendations.
Well, hey, Bill.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so Blip, look at this comment. Yeah, from Bill. He is also an RV tech.
But they don't have in command.
No, he said. Oh.
They don't have in command. They have that Firefly.
They have Firefly.
Bill, I don't know if you were on here when they were talking about, but they have that River Ranch, that one that's super high up. And
the fifth wheel, it's got all that storage under it.
But I will tell you guys one thing. Be careful with all that storage. Do not overload that thing. Because it's there, don't fill it full of stuff. And make sure you get weighed when you put some stuff in there. And make sure you guys don't overload yourself, because I guarantee it's easy to overload that
with all that storage for sure.
I mean, that thing's like a Class A. It's got so much storage underneath it.
Working on the model, but I think the 420. What is this little picture of?
Doughboy, she wants to know what your picture is on your little thing.
I need new glasses so bad. I can't wait to go home and go to the eye doctor so I can get some new glasses.
George, put your telephone number on there too, if you will. That way people can get in touch with you if they need it. Yes, the fifth wheel with the full basement. Well, it does have stairs. It goes
no,
all the way
the
up.
stairs that come in, and then that's it. Then
Yeah,
the
you got to
whole
walk up.
thing's
You
on
got to
one
walk
level.
upstairs to get up to that one level. But everything else is even up top.
I don't know who would overpack John Kenny. And I'm not saying I got in trouble for saying the other day, so I'm going to sit here and be good.
It's a coffee mug. Right?
Oh, it is. See, there's the handle.
Oh,
Okay. I have pulled up full hookup too.
what are you saying, Bobby? Bobby's speaking Tennessee.
Yes, everything should be triple axle now. Yes,
Yes.
I love the idea of all the storage under that fifth wheel, but I also know that I am very clumsy, and I just
She's
feel like
falling down these 3 steps.
I feel like those steps. I really feel like I could
Is it snowing?
fall out. It's not even funny. So tired of snow.
Really, George?
George, don't you put too much stuff in there. It'd be too heavy.
George will try to put his golf cart in there, all his tools in there.
Oh, he's
all
got a
his-
separate trailer for his golf cart.
Yeah, but he'll try to get it all in there.
But he could put all his tools and stuff in there.
But yeah, climbing a mountain to get up to the top. It is a beautiful thing because it's all one level. We looked at when they very first came out. They even had a
Bobby's saying he has full hookup in Florida. I know. We should be there, Bobby, instead of here.
So once again, here's another one. Bobby and Tiffany from the winery is saying they have full hookups in Florida too. So there it is, guys. You guys have 2 places with full hookups in Florida.
So Tyler wants a triple axle bunk room. Really? Nobody makes a triple axle bunk room. It's not a toy hauler.
Yeah, you probably can.
Why?
Mobile suites and all that don't make them. I think mobile suites will make anything you want. What, John? You gonna put tools in the Fusion, tools in the Avalanche, whatever you have, tools in the one up north. You'll put tools in every one of them. Must be nice to have 3 campers
and 3 toolboxes.
Hey Ben, hold off on that your camera. Let me show you what I have. Maybe you'll like that one better. I don't know. It's really it's probably the clearest one I've ever had. And in the dark, it's really clear. So that way, if you see something going on at night, you have a nice clear shot.
We kept thinking something was wrong with it when he was recording night stuff. Because I'm like, there's a glare. There's these dots, these 3 blue dots that are in every picture. What in the world? Our Halo View has 3 little lights that light up on it, and the dash cam picked up the reflection of them. So we learned.
It is real clear.
Took us a while to figure it out, but it is crystal clear. It's crazy.
And yeah, Doughboy, yours, mine didn't like the heat when I had ours. It, first of all, it would fall off the window. Second of all, it just got so hot it wouldn't work. So we're testing this one now to see what it does in the heat and the cold. So far, it's working really good, and it has pretty good motion in there. So when I'm bouncing up and down the road, it stays pretty clear on there. And we put another one inside so you can see us, just for us to video to talk to you guys.
That was a lot of wire to hide.
I know. It took me probably 45 minutes to hide all that wire.
Okay.
What's he saying down here?
He's talking about the DRV has the Orlando, but the living room doesn't have a place to eat, and the table in the center takes up too much play area.
What do you need play area for? Go outside.
He's got kids.
Go outside.
It rains.
He's got kids and dogs.
It rains, and sometimes it's cold, and everybody has to come inside.
Mm-hmm. Let me make sure she didn't have any more questions over here.
So Shelly said hers clamps on the mirror. Our
I've seen that one.
Camera suction cups to the windshield, but then the one that faces us, I put it above the mirror. It came with like a super sticky glue thing I'll probably never get down, but I think that's a cool name.
Pretty much. Click it.
Or heading somewhere. So what do y'all think? looking for a name, like a handle. The last name is Heading.
Heading your way. Uh-oh. What are you looking at? That's the next one. What is the average size folks rigs on here?
45,
We're 46.
46.
All these people with full hookups in Florida, can we be friends? You are friends. We're all We're all part of the village here.
Yep.
Joni and Mike, whichever one you guys, whoever it is talking. We're all friends here. So if they post it on here,
Carl just invited anybody. Northern Florida. He's got a full hookup site there.
get in touch with all of these people and come to the campouts. Come out of Ohio, come down to one of the campouts, meet most of these people here, and they will tell you where their spots are. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just listening.
Oh, I thought you wanted to say something. And they'll tell you what they have.
Nikki here, Brian Smoot. Yep. I bowled 9 games.
Yeah, we went to Vegas and she bowled.
My shoulder didn't even hurt. I didn't really bowl good, but that had nothing to do with the shoulder.
Not at all.
But yes, it is. It'll be a year in April. April 27th. Remember it like it was yesterday. It was worth it.
So we got a couple people saying 45, 44, 43, 40, 45. So anywhere between 40 and 45 feet is the going size there.
There you go. Heading somewhere, heading the right way.
Yes, Derek, we're all villagers.
That's right.
Because when Lisa had her arm in that sling, it took a village for all of us to get to camp out next year. So.
I'm going to remember this year's camp out in Endless because last year was kind of a blur. I'm not going to lie. Ben, it's a scratch tournament.
Well, bowling is different when you say what's your handicap. It's not like golf. Depending on what league and what tournament we are on, the percentages of handicap is different. So hers can fluctuate from 250 pins.
No, it does not.
Anyway, it just depends on what the rate was. So it could be 80% of 220, 90% of 210, all that kind of stuff. So her handicap could be.
I think when we quit
her
bowling,
average is what you really want to know.
When we quit bowling league, my average was probably a 170, 165, 170. No, it was not. You're full of crap. Oh, what's up, Pierce's?
She said they might have the shortest rig at 36 feet. Who cares? It doesn't matter. As long as you're having fun.
No. So Joanne Schreiber, how long is yours?
That's about 36 feet.
So they told us how short their fifth wheel was. And it's a Montana. And we went in it. And I don't know. See, 32.
There you go. You don't have the shortest one.
I don't know how they made a fifth wheel that was only 32 feet, but it didn't feel like that inside.
Well,
like
it was big.
It really, like I thought it was going to be, because like our travel trailer was 30 some feet. And I thought, man, a fifth wheel, that's all the longer it is. But when we went in, just the way it was laid out, I guess, it just didn't seem small at all. I was quite impressed with it. 100. Doughboy, let me just tell you, at the tournament, I was happy to break 100 the one game.
Derek's the one to bowl good again.
It was
I
bad.
guess I beat Derek this year. Finally, I finally beat Derek. I think they have me even shorter than 32 feet. There's a cougar out there that's like 28.
There's a cougar that's really short.
28
like
30.
The shortest fifth wheel, I think is what they said when we were at the show.
And boy, I tell you what, I can't say anything out loud, but we had a good time talking to some people up today at some factories.
Some good meetings.
And
good meetings.
There's going to be some cool stuff coming out.
That's all you can say.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything.
You're a horrible secret keeper.
I'm not allowed to say that, but it's going to be some cool stuff. So the height of the rig.
27-foot fifth wheel. Wow. Oh, is that what it is? How did I do that?
Hey, we're
My bad. I was trying to move because you leave the mouse over here, and then I can't see what people are saying.
because you don't know how to use an Apple, so you just want to swipe and move. We're back. We're here. We're here. Are we still here?
Look, you need to move this over here so that I can read it. Got it to pull. Oh Lord, you pulled a fifth
Hold
wheel.
on. We're back. Are we back? Are we good? John Kenny said put another quarter in. All right, we're
Okay.
back. Lisa swiped us out of the thing, so we're back. But it is funny. Everybody want to know if their internet crashed. I like that.
So Brian up here, he said that I'm scared to touch it now, had a 27-foot fifth wheel so that he could tow the boat behind it. Where did that go? I didn't make it up. I know it said it.
Well, who is that? Look at that.
Rose Witt. Girl, where you been? Not at Endless. You're not coming to Endless. You should be, though. Just going to say. And we're going to blame Stacy for that. Up here.
I think you're seeing things.
I swear to God.
Brian, did you say
did
it?
you say that? Did you say you had a 27-foot? So, okay, our first fifth wheel was 27 foot.
That was Doughboy.
There it says, yeah, that's Brian.
I thought you meant Smooth.
Got it to pull the boat behind it legally.
Well, you can in different states. You can double tow different places.
I don't think that's a great
Get
idea.
your fingers
Do
off.
not swipe sideways.
I'm not the one that
Makes them
messes it
go
up.
away.
All right, we're back. Yes, yes.
What kind of fifth wheel was it that was only 27 foot? I need to know now.
See, that's what happens when I let Lisa take the wheel. That's when you let her drive. When she does hers, all of a sudden, just like that, we were gone
But see how you
for a
have
station identification.
See how you have the little hand up there? Then I can't read that comment. So I was just trying to move it over, but I swiped with 2 fingers instead of 1. Now I can see it again. See, it's important.
So, anybody else have any questions? Anybody have any questions about the camp
Did you
out
answer all of
caravans?
Joanne's questions?
Most of them. Some of them have to email her later. But do we have any questions? Remember, we do have the new camp out in Sugarloaf Key down in Florida for Thanksgiving, the week of Thanksgiving, and week before Thanksgiving. We are starting to build our crawl next year for 0 to 0 from the Key West all the way up to the top of Maine. And we are working also now on the Route 66 100th anniversary of Route 100th anniversary of Route 66 for 26. So Copper Canyon by Keystone. So if you guys are interested in any of those, let us know. We're trying to make those big. I'm getting ready to put those on our website. We're going to talk about those over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Don't get carried away. I don't have any dates or any stays or anything logged in or locked in. That's just the plan.
Yes, we have a lot of spots left for Pigeon Forge.
Yes.
For some reason, that one has not even really taken off. So
I think it's a little early still for end of July.
we filled up the horse farm.
Yeah, but the
6
horse
months
farm.
in advance.
Can we all just take a minute to agree that the horse farm is its own special place? And if you've been once, you want to come again. So that's why it fills up so fast.
7 are y'all drunk in one? What's Bobby talking about?
Are
Bobby, I
you
think
all
Bobby's drunk.
Drunk in 1, 7.
He's so Tennessee.
7 what, Bobby?
But yeah, so we still have Pigeon Forge opened up. We have a couple places down to the
We
Keys.
still have site. Well, we have. But we need to fill up Yellowstone. We need to fill that one first, and then South Black Hills in South Dakota. So we need y'all's help to get those filled up. If you can't be there, that's okay. It's quite a drive. But if you have friends out there, you know somebody that's out there. I mean, if you want to make the drive, that's awesome too.
We do have some people making drive.
We do have some people making the drive. But I mean, it's Yellowstone, so who doesn't want to go check out Yellowstone?
And don't forget to make sure, please, you guys, get on the Facebook page, the Villagers page, share that with everybody you know that's in the RV community. Let's get that thing built up. I'm relying on every one of you guys to help get that thing built. I can't do
Shelley
it by
can come to
myself.
Pigeon Forge. Woohoo!
It's
It's going to be a good time.
So if you guys can share that, please share it. Please get more vocal on there so the Facebook algorithm will start sharing that out, so more people will jump on there. And hopefully the more we get in here, the more villagers we get, the more you guys will say, hey, there's a free spot for you to stay here. If you need to go here, we just saw 2 places right there in Florida you guys can go. So that's what this whole community is about.
Mm-hmm.
So please share the word. I need more places free to stay. So if you guys can find some places for us to stay. So
Awesome. Yellowstone's just beautiful.
And we don't think we're going to Tampa next year. We're going to
Quartzsite. Shelly's going to show us how to do that. So anybody that's in for that, I think last time we discussed this, people were on board.
So Quartzsite caravan crawl is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's going to be
well,
big.
And then we think coming back from Quartzsite, we're going to stop in Louisiana and bowl. And then we're going to head to the Keys to start the northward journey from the Keys to Maine. So it's going to be a busy year next year.
Every year ours is busy. So we're starting to find that we need some help from everybody. So the pay to help us,
I'm accepting volunteers,
is real easy. It's $0, but it's going to be
a really
a fun
good job.
time.
I'll give you 100% raise.
Yes, we give all of our people 100% raises every year. 0 to 0. If you guys aren't really good in math, it's still 0. So anybody wants to help organize some of these, help get some more sponsors, help get some more partners to help you guys make this cheaper and more enjoyable for out there, please, if you know anybody, let us know.
Brian, we're going to be in Quartzsite in January instead of the Tampa show. I think, I can be corrected for sure, I think the Balloon Festival is in October.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's not in January. So we would have to make a trip back out to go to the Balloon Festival. I understand, Rachel. I totally understand.
It is paying.
I keep doing this job and I'm looking for the paycheck, but I didn't
say I wanted you to do this for free. I was just going to pay you 0. So 0 is better than free. 0 next year.
But you get to hang out with all these fun people. That's got to be worth something.
So go on the website, share all that stuff, share the pages, share all the group pages that you guys have. Please let us, please help us get the villagers page going. And it is past my bedtime.
It is, because we have a drive day tomorrow. It's a short drive day, but it's a drive day nonetheless.
Yeah, today was great until the last 15 miles every single time.
You know, it does that every time we're in Ohio. Did you ever notice that?
I think I'm going to go around Ohio for that one. Forget this Ohio.
Do that?
I don't know. I'll drive to California.
It's a lot. It's a long way out of the way to go skip Ohio.
So, all right, guys. George, please share everything you've been doing. We appreciate you sharing us, sharing you guys, sharing everybody, everything out there.
Oh,
keep up the good work.
Real quick, Joanne and Brian, we've not been to the Balloon Festival, but I have not talked to a single person that has not talked about how amazing it is. So I'll just throw that out there for what it's worth. Maybe
we'll get everybody together and we can make a trip out there, but I'm not planning that one because that one is a zoo. So
I'll plan the voyage out, but I'm not planning. I don't understand like the whole process there. You have to.
I think you have to sign up real early too.
You have to sign in early, and you have to buy your tickets, and then there's parking, and there's the whole. We would need help from someone who's experienced in such, and I am not that person.
So if anybody's experienced in it and they want to get it up, we'll help you guys get everybody out there. But once we get there, somebody else has got to take the reins.
Oh, thank you, John Kenny. Anybody that didn't do a thumbs up, go ahead and smash the button.
He said 24, full 24 tonight.
Okay,
so
good job.
We need to get this up to 100. My goal, please, guys, 100 people watching these live. So I need 100 people soon. So
soon.
In 2 weeks is our next live.
Saw a balloon hit a camper. That would not be cool.
Tyler sending me
next
pictures again. I can only imagine. We will be. I don't even know. It's not even on my calendar.
It is on the calendar.
It's not on my calendar.
Williamsburg.
All right, so we'll be live coming from
Williamsburg,
Virginia. So if you are in Williamsburg campground on Wednesday night, you may be on our live. That
Maybe
way
we could
people
do it
can
up
see.
at the building or something.
Maybe.
The adult lounge or whatever they call it.
So if
over
anybody's
there.
in Williamsburg next
It might be
two
fun.
Wednesdays from now,
Who's going to be around?
is anybody going to be in Williamsburg, Virginia?
Smoot,
KOA?
George, the
Not
wine
KOA,
barbers will be
Thousand
there.
Trails. So we might have a full one there. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. You guys be careful out there. Spread the word, please.
Drive
and
safe.
we appreciate everything you guys do for us.
And don't do anything stupid.
And until the next time you
Pricer said we can.
next time you
Find us camping.
safe
Safe
travels.
travels, y'all.